Welcome back to the Black and Gold Standard Podcast on this football Sunday. Finally, it's here. The Pittsburgh Steelers to take on the New York Jets. And one of the things I wanted to kind of do, and this will be something that we'll actually be doing this probably on Tuesday of every week. But I wanted to get out here, and this is a episode that I'm going to call the Ops. And what I mean by that is this will be the opponents this would be the opponent's top six players that I think that Steelers really need to focus on and stop to get get that dub. So with that said, we're gonna go right into what, like I said, we're gonna call this the op. So this is gonna be the top six players from each team that the Steelers play. So so this is what we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it the ops. And every week we'll pick out six players, three from offense, three from defense, and we will just kind of talk about those guys and kind of see what kind of challenge they bring to the Steelers and what the Steelers probably need to do to get past these guys and to lock in a victory. So with that said, we're gonna go straight into it. So, starting off with the Jets quarterback, former Steeler, Justin Fields. Um, I kind of seen him this preseason. He did not really look good. To me, I think this is probably the last um, starting job that Justin gets, and not to say that he can't hold on to it, but the Jets seems like a team that probably going to go in another direction at quarterback, especially if he doesn't play well. Like I say in the preseason, I thought he really didn't play that well. I thought in the preseason he didn't really play that well. The Steelers kind of know what he brings. I mean, they was able to practice against him a lot last year. Um, I kind of think that this is probably going to be it for Mr. Fields. I don't really think it's going to work out for him in New York. But he's a guy that he can definitely be in this league for the next, I don't know, probably the next 10 years. He's probably going to be a backup. It's nothing wrong with that, but I think the Jets going to give him every opportunity to go out there and prove that he can be that starting quarterback. But we'll see. Brees Hall, I think he's a pretty good running back, especially catching the ball out the backfield. He gave the Steelers fits last year. Not so much running the ball, but catching the ball out of the backfield. I think he caught like about 5 or 6 passes for well over 100 yards against the Steelers last season. I just think it's going to be a tough sledding for him this week, especially with I think the Jets offensive line is kind of in shambles. They lost their starting right tackle, excuse me, right guard in practice, and I think he might be done for the season. And they got some young guys on the line, so I really think the Steelers should be able to shut their running game down, even though the Jets are going to try to run the ball with Brees Hall and with Justin Fields. But I think this is going to be some tough sledding for him. But I also think Brees Hall is a very good player. And on the outside, Garrett Wilson just got the big contract. He's a legit number one. I'm guessing Jalen Ramsey is going to be on him, and he's going to have his hands full with this young man. But again, the quarterback that's throwing him the ball, I mean, that might be the issue but he's definitely going to be their number one threat on offense when they're passing the ball. And he has all the tools, and you really got to watch him because he can turn the game around quick, and he can get past guys. So this is going to be a good matchup for Ramsey. But I just think right now with the Steelers secondary that they have, it's just going to be, again, it's going to be tough sledding for the Jets offense, I believe. Then on the defensive side of the ball, Quentin Williams, I think he's one of the top defensive tackles in the NFL. Um, he's going to get the Steelers. He's going to be a handful for these guys. And again, he's one of those type guys. He can actually wreck your offensive plan if you don't neutralize him. So he's going to be a a big force in this game. The Steelers are going to have to definitely take care of him because, like I say, he can jam up your running game, and also he can get to your quarterback. Then you got Sauce Gardner. I couldn't believe this. He only has, in like 3 years, he only has one career interception. Part of that, you could say people don't go at him as much, so he don't really get a lot of opportunities. I'm assuming he's gonna follow DK Metcalf all over the field, and that's gonna be a tough assignment for him because Sauce got the size, but DK Metcalf is a grown man, and he probably got him by a couple of pounds. And DJ definitely can run, got that speed to get by him. So that's going to be a good matchup. That's going to be one of the matchups that I'm going to be watching and see how that goes. And then the thing of it is, if Metcalf do catch the ball on you, you got to tackle this guy. So this is going to be Sauce going to earn his money today because this is going to be a nice physical game for him. You know how DJ Metcalf can get sometimes. He can get physical and sometimes lose it, and he kind of goes after these DBs a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. And then the last guy is edge rusher, Will McDonald. Robert Jones, Troy Fatumano. Hey, you guys going to have to be ready because this guy can come off the edge. He had 10 sacks last year. So he's another young star that the Jets have on their defense. So again, this is going to be a very interesting game. We're gonna sit back and enjoy it, and I just think the Steelers defensively is going to be too much for the Jets offense. But that's just my opinion. But we'll see. We'll talk again. And until then, enjoy the game and take care. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.